My name is Raphael De Souza, and I am the Northern European Sales Director for a company called Thismoment. We're a social media marketing technology platform company, so we essentially are a technology company. And I was here to speak to the audience around social media, really to inspire them about the possibilities within the social media marketing campaigns. And I got them to think about themselves very differently, because this is not what would be most obvious to them. And I think there was a lot that resonated with them. The next big thing in our area is what we believe to be the dynamic brand experience. And this is really something that can be incorporated within social media because of the nature of social media, the dynamic nature of social media, and the audiences and people that interact with social media. So you have a dynamic brand that needs to be dynamic to cater to a dynamic audience. An audience is very distracted, very engaging, and the brand has also got to do that in a very similar fashion. The way that I see publishers within this context is really based on what their key goals and objectives are. So because publishers have a lot of content, they have a large audience, and they have very specific goals, that replies very, very directly to the three key elements about what we think construe the dynamic brand experience. And that first one is content, the second is conversation, so engaging with their stakeholders and their audience, and based on that, having a call to action. Whatever their objectives may be, they can incorporate that. What I believe is the biggest challenge for the publishing industry right now is obviously understanding how to adapt to change. There's a reality with digitalization that's happening at the moment, and they need to understand that you have to be that dynamic, you have to change with the times. And I think that's the challenge. So where people are very used to a very traditional way of doing things, and given the new tools that are available, the new waves of how the industry is actually moving, there are lots of publishers that are very, very lost. So they need to understand what are their changing goals, what are their changing objectives to stay in line with what the industry is actually saying. The way that we can help publishers is by putting them in a situation where they have a very honest discussion with us about the key challenges that they're facing. Then we will be able to look back and see how exactly we can help them address those challenges. Because a lot of the things here are, we're not going to solve their problems directly, but we can drive various efforts to solve their problems and accelerate that, add some elements of velocity to what they're doing. So far, something that's been very interesting for me was looking at the other speakers that were involved with certain campaigns that we've been involved in, such as Hunger Games, as well as Twilight, for example. And we don't even know that we work within the same campaign, so we need to talk, and that is a very good opportunity for them as it is for myself in this moment. I think that's what these forums really, that's where these forums really bring a lot of value, bringing people together and really highlighting some things that people can do.